These 3 foods can revive your liver overnight. Your liver performs more than 500 vital functions to keep you alive and well. Your liver helps to remove toxins from your blood, produces bile to help you digest fats, converts poisons into harmless particles, and produces proteins that help your blood clot when you have an injury or a surgery. It's a pretty amazing organ, and it needs to be working properly. If you want to feel great, you can tell a lot about the health of your liver by looking at the whites of your eyes. If they're tinged with yellow or orange, you may have jaundice, which means your liver isn't processing bilirubin properly. Bilirubin is the yellow part of your blood that comes from the breakdown of red blood cells. If you see these colors in your eyes, you need to do something right away to fix your liver. And we'll get into how to repair your liver later in this video. What's really scary is that most people do know they have a problem with their liver until it's said too late and they have cirrhosis of the liver, which is scar tissue of the liver. This is a very serious condition. Cirrhosis of the liver is usually caused by drinking too much alcohol over a long period of time. But there are also other causes too, such as being overweight, fatty liver disease, hepatitis C, exposure to too much iron, certain genetic disorders, and even taking too many medications or too much acetaminophen, which is Tylenol. I'm going to show you 3 foods that you can eat every day that will help to repair your liver overnight. But first, let's go deeper and explore why your liver could be in trouble in the first place. The liver is responsible for filtering out toxins from your blood. Toxins are poisonous substances that can come from many sources, including pesticides, heavy metals, cleaning chemicals, medicines, and pollutants. You're bombarded with toxins daily, whether it's from the food you eat, the water you drink, the air you breathe, the personal care products you use, or the clothes you wear. Over time, all these toxins build up inside your body and overwhelm your liver's ability to filter them all out. This leaves you feeling tired, sluggish, foggy, and sick. Another reason why your liver may not be working at its best is because you are eating the right foods. Eating too many carbohydrates can lead to high insulin levels, which in turn can damage your liver. Insulin resistance can also occur as a result of consuming too many carbs, which can lead to fatty liver disease. A fatty liver can develop into alcoholic liver disease even if you don't drink alcohol. This happens because your body is turning fat into liver fat. Because your liver is overloaded with toxins, and it doesn't have the ability to process everything. So the fat builds up inside your liver, and it can't get rid of it. The liver becomes inflamed and starts to develop scar tissue, and this is called cirrhosis of the liver. Also, if you're deficient in certain nutrients, such as choline, methionine, and vitamin B12, this can cause severe damage to your liver. Drinking too much alcohol over a long period of time can also lead to cirrhosis of the liver. Alcohol is a toxin, and it puts a huge burden on your liver to try and filter it out. When your liver tries to break down alcohol, it produces a number of harmful substances that can damage your liver cells. Over time, this can lead to inflammation and scar tissue in your liver. The good news is that there are 3 powerful foods you can add to your diet that can help to revive your liver overnight. One is beetroot, also known as beets. Beets are a rich source of antioxidants and anti-inflammatory compounds that can help to protect your liver from damage. One study found that beetroot juice was able to reduce markers of liver inflammation and oxidative stress in people with non-alcoholic fatty liver disease. Another study showed that beetroot extract was able to improve liver function in rats with carbon tetrachloride-induced liver damage. Carbon tetrachloride is a toxic chemical that has been used as a refrigerant and a dry cleaning solvent in the past. But it's now banned in the United States. The active ingredient in beets that's responsible for these benefits is called betaine. Betaine is a natural substance that's found in many plants, and it's also produced by our bodies. It's involved in several important metabolic processes, including the synthesis of carnitine, which helps to transport long-chain fatty acids into the mitochondria, the powerhouse of the cell where they're burned for energy. Betaine also helps to regulate homocysteine levels, which is an amino acid that can damage the liver when it's present in high amounts. Betaine is classified as a glycine betaine, which is a type of osmolyte. Osmolytes are small organic molecules that help cells to maintain their shape and integrity in the face of osmotic stress. Osmotic stress occurs when cells are exposed to high concentrations of solutes, such as salt or sugar. In order to protect themselves against osmotic stress, cells take up osmolyte, which helps to balance the concentration of solutes inside and outside the cell. By maintaining this balance, cells can stay healthy and function properly. Betaine is unique among the osmolytes because it can also act as a methyl donor. Methylation is a biochemical reaction that's essential for a variety of important processes in the body, including DNA synthesis, neurotransmitter production, and detoxification. By acting as a methyl donor, betaine can help the liver to detoxify harmful substances and produce the proteins and cholesterol that it needs to function properly. Beet greens are also rich in a compound called betaine, which is a red pigment that has been shown to have liver protective effects. Betaine is thought to work by reducing inflammation and oxidative stress in the liver. So to get the most out of your beets, make sure to include the greens as well as the root vegetable in your diet. You can eat them raw, cooked, or fermented. Just make sure to wash them thoroughly before eating. No, 2 is silymarin, which is an extract from the milk thistle plant. Milk thistle is a popular herb that's been used for centuries to treat a variety of liver conditions. Silymarin is the active ingredient in milk thistle, and it's been shown to have some pretty amazing liver protective properties. One of the ways that silymarin protects the liver is by helping to prevent the formation of scar tissue. Scar tissue can form in the liver as a result of chronic inflammation or damage, and it can eventually lead to cirrhosis of the liver. Silymarin has also been shown to help reduce inflammation in the liver. Inflammation is a normal response to injury or infection, but it can become chronic in some cases. Chronic inflammation can damage liver cells and lead to scarring. Silymarin can help to resolve chronic inflammation and prevent further damage to the liver. Silymarin is also an antioxidant, which means it can help to protect the liver from damage caused by free radicals. Free radicals are unstable molecules that can damage cells and contribute to inflammation. As an antioxidant, silymarin can help to stabilize free radicals and prevent them from causing harm. To get silymarin, you can take it as a supplement or you can consume it in food. It's sometimes added to teas, coffees, and other beverages. And no, 3 is turmeric. Turmeric is a bright yellow spice that's commonly used in Indian cuisine. It's a member of the ginger family, and it has a long history of use in traditional medicine. Turmeric contains a compound called curcumin, which is responsible for its many health benefits. Curcumin has been shown to help protect the liver from damage due to its anti-inflammatory and antioxidant properties. Curcumin is also believed to help improve liver function and reduce the risk of liver disease. In one study, curcumin was able to improve liver function in rats with carbon tetrachloride-induced liver damage. Another study found that curcumin was able to reduce liver inflammation in people with non-alcoholic fatty liver disease. Curcumin has also been shown to help lower cholesterol levels and improve insulin sensitivity, both of which are important for overall liver health. There are many ways you can add turmeric to your diet. It can be consumed in food or taken as a supplement. If you're going to consume it in food, add turmeric to your favorite recipes or use it to make golden milk, which is a traditional Indian drink. Golden milk is made by simmering turmeric, ginger, and black pepper in coconut milk. It's important to note that these three foods won't cure liver disease, but they can help to improve liver function and reduce the risk of further damage. If you have a serious liver condition, it's important to consult with a healthcare professional. Now that you know how to support your liver, check out my video on how to detox your liver. I put it up right here. Let's talk about, could this be Parkinson's? I'm going to give you 7 surprising signs. Now, when we think of Parkinson's, we typically think of someone with Parkinson's, what they look like, how they move, maybe some of their speech patterns, etc. But there are actually 7 surprises that could show up if you have Parkinson's disease. So let's go through them right now. No. 1. Constipation. Yes, constipation is one of the first symptoms that usually shows up before someone develops Parkinson's disease. In fact, up to 80% of patients who develop Parkinson's disease have reported constipation as being the very first symptom. Now you might be wondering, why does this happen? Well, the reason is because the nerves that control the muscles in your colon and your bowels are the same nerves that are affected by Parkinson's disease. These nerves start to malfunction, and they slow down the process of moving food through your digestive system, and this causes you to become constipated. The second surprise is low blood pressure. When someone has Parkinson's disease, the nerves in their body are not working properly. They're not sending signals correctly. This can affect the function of your heart and blood vessels, which then affects your blood pressure. So people with Parkinson's tend to have low blood pressure. And sometimes when they stand up too quickly, they get really dizzy because of this blood pressure issue. So what should you do? Well, it's important to monitor your blood pressure. Also, make sure when you get up from a seated position or lying down that you do it slowly. Slowly get up. Don't just pop up really fast because that can cause you to fall. No. 3 is depression and mood disorders. Studies have shown that between 30 to 50% of people with Parkinson's also suffer from some type of mood disorder. Most likely depression. Why is this? We don't really know for sure. However, we do know that Parkinson's disease affects not only your physical abilities, but also your mental well-being. It can affect your sleep, your energy levels, your ability to do things that you love to do. All these changes can lead to depression and other types of mood disorders. Surprise? No. 4 is sleep disturbances. People with Parkinson's disease often have problems sleeping. They can't sleep at night. They wake up a lot during the night. And even if they're tired during the day, they still can't sleep at night. Now, there are different reasons for this. One reason is because the neurotransmitter called dopamine, which is usually used by your brain to help you wake up, is now either reduced or not working efficiently. Also, the medications that are used to treat Parkinson's disease can also cause sleep disturbances. And lastly, the depression and anxiety that can come along with Parkinson's can definitely keep you up at night. The 5th surprise is loss of smell. Did you know that people with Parkinson's disease tend to lose their sense of smell? It's true. Up to 90% of people with Parkinson's disease have some type of diminished sense of smell. And this happens early in the progression of Parkinson's disease. Now, scientists aren't exactly sure why this occurs, but they believe that it's related to the degeneration of the nerve cells in your nose, which then affects your ability to smell. There's also a theory that says that the proteins that are involved in Parkinson's disease, like alpha-synuclein, can end up in your nasal passages and cause inflammation, which then leads to loss of smell. Either way, If you notice that you're losing your sense of smell, especially early on, it may be a sign that you need to get checked out for Parkinson's disease. No. 6 is dyskinesia. This is when you have uncontrolled movements of your body. And this can be a side effect of the medications used to treat Parkinson's disease. These abnormal movements can look like sudden jerks, quick twitches, repetitive motions, or even slow, writhing movements. Now the good news is that there are certain medications that can help to reduce these dyskinesias. So it's important that you work closely with your doctor to find the right medication and dosage. That helps minimize these dyskinesias. Also, exercise and physical therapy can also be beneficial in helping to reduce these abnormal movements. Number 7, and possibly the most important one, is having a family history of Parkinson's disease. If you have a family member, like a parent or sibling, who had Parkinson's disease, your risk of developing Parkinson's disease is higher than someone who doesn't have a family history of Parkinson's. In fact, studies have shown that if one parent had Parkinson's disease, their offspring have a 1.5 times greater risk of developing Parkinson's. If a sibling, like a brother or sister, had Parkinson's disease, your risk goes up by 2.5 times. And if your spouse has Parkinson's, your risk goes up by 3 times. So what does this mean? Well, if you have a family history of Parkinson's disease, it's important to get regular checkups and talk to your doctor about any concerns you may have. You should also try to maintain a healthy lifestyle, eat a healthy diet, exercise regularly, and manage any other medical conditions that you have. Now that you know some of the surprising signs of Parkinson's disease, it's time to learn about the top 10 foods that you should never eat if you have Parkinson's. Click on this video right here. I put it up right here. And remember, stay strong.